Europe for 2010. Let's start off by going back in time. It's the year 1815, 16th August to be precise. 2 months ago, Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France, was defeated at Waterloo and then exiled. Italy does not exist yet. A few miles from here, in the village of Becchi, a woman by the name of Margherita gave birth to a healthy baby boy. He will go by the name of Giovanni, and he is going to grow up in a world where poverty and criminality is the rule of the day. The Industrial Revolution is underway. People from all over the countryside are moving to Turin to find work in factories. They are exploited. Their children are expected to earn a living. Housing is horrible, and illiteracy is widespread. Giovanni's father will die in 2 years' time, and Mama Margherita will be Giovanni's support throughout his life. 26 years from now, in 1841, he will become a priest, and after his ordination he will leave his birthplace Becchi to move to Turin to further his studies. As part of his work, he will start visiting prisoners, and he will meet many homeless boys unable to find work, roaming hopelessly, or else being exploited by their masters. Many young boys being imprisoned with dangerous criminals. He will be profoundly touched, and slowly it will start to happen. Even though no one will approve of this idea of a priest dedicating his ministry to work with street children, Don Bosco will still choose to live his life working with boys on the streets. Nothing will stop him from doing what he feels is God's will. Don Bosco will start his work in the oratory. This will be a kind of a Sunday school, where he would meet his boys from the streets for breakfast, to play, to worship, to learn. Eventually, the oratory will develop into a youth center, with a combination of a house, a school, a playground, and a church, and a balance between them all. These would be the foundation of his pedagogical approach to work with the boys, which will be later developed into the preventive system. The key element in the system will be the constant presence of the educators amongst the boys. The preventive system will be based, as Don Bosco himself will call it, on the triad of reason, religion, and loving kindness. As one would imagine, all this work could not be done alone. There will be many helping hands in running the oratory: his mother, his friends, and some of the older boys. When the work will be too much to handle, a new congregation will be founded. He will call them Salesians. The expansion to girls will come with the establishment of the Order of the Salesian Sisters. Over the years, many lay people from different social classes will help out too. They will eventually be organized by the establishment of the Salesian Cooperators. Also, the movement will start to expand geographically. France, Spain, Argentina, and so many other countries. By the time Don Bosco dies in 1888, there will be 773 Salesians. 11 missionary expeditions would have been commissioned. There will be almost 150 Salesian missionaries in South America alone. Expansion in Europe and South America will continue after Don Bosco's death, under the leadership of Don Rua. The phenomenon of globalization will kick in, and the need for international coordination will be a must. Many of those who will follow his footsteps will work hard to create networks that will work in spreading his ideas, his approaches, and his beliefs. Don Bosco Network, Don Bosco International, VIDES, Don Bosco Youth-Net, and others, all in the name of his work and love for the better future of young kids. And now, we're back to 2010. After over 190 years from his birth, Don Bosco Youth-Net is working hard to achieve what Don Bosco has set out to do. It brings together 13 member organizations from 13 EU member states. The partners of Don Bosco Youth-Net all wish to contribute to the total development of young people by bringing them together through various international activities. It looks to broaden the opportunities for these young people who are through various reasons excluded. By concrete activities of cooperation, it aims to be a living example of tolerance and mutual understanding. Through the Salesian identity, it focuses to keep Don Bosco's heritage alive and looks to offer a youthful voice in the Europe of today. All this leads to making a real difference in the lives of young people, especially for those in need. And today, all organizations come together in the place where it all started, where it all grew, and where youths from different nations, races, religions and cultures gather in order to celebrate the start of 2010 and to introduce Torino as the European youth capital to celebrate the beauty of youth.